Good afternoon, everyone. So we're going to get started. Thank you for joining us today for this very special occasion as we celebrate Match Day 2021. My name is Vinny Vijayan, and I'm the Program Director of the Valley Children's Pediatric Residency Program. I feel very privileged today to be able to welcome our new class of interns, and happy to see that they were able to join us today. So to our new interns, congratulations. We are thrilled and elated to welcome you to our pediatric residency program, which is now your program. So as you start this new chapter in your life, realize that residency is a rough road, and there will be moments where you will struggle to find meaning, balance, and joy in your work. However, I can assure you that you will love being a pediatrician and love what you mean to your patients. So as your PD, I'm asking you for three things. First, find community in your co-interns and your residents. They will serve as your pillars. Second, identify faculty mentors early on. They will serve as your guides. Lastly, be present and enjoy every moment of this experience. We all know that this past year has been one of tremendous challenge. However, despite this, I am very proud to say that the residents of this program have emerged incredibly successful, and they have achieved so much despite these unprecedented circumstances. So with you as our new interns, I feel very confident that this program will continue to be just as strong as we begin this new academic year. So I wish you all the best and congratulations. Now our Associate Program Directors, Dr. Carmela Sosa and Dr. Andrew Kim, will be introducing our interns in alphabetical order. Dr. Sosa, would you like to take it away?
Yes, thank you. So in alphabetical order, Mariah Allen from Louisiana State University School of Medicine in Shreveport. Mariah joins us from her hometown of Kansas City, Missouri. She graduated summa cum laude from undergraduate studies at McNeese State University, and in medical school was awarded the Gold Humanism Honor Society Student of the Month. For those of you who don't know, the Gold Humanism Honor Society is a national honor society that recognizes students, among other medical professionals, who are exemplars of compassionate patient care and who serve as role models, mentors, and leaders in medicine. In her letters of recommendation, she was described as someone who cares for patients and families as if they were her own, a warm, engaging individual who teaches others by example. She is a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie buff and enjoys collecting eclectic coffee mugs and reading archaeological thrillers. Welcome, Dr. Mariah Allen.
Next is Kavitha Arulmozhi. She's from California Northstate University College of Medicine, and she's joining us from her hometown of Fremont, California. I think one thing that really stands out about Kavitha is just her deep commitment to the community. She's done a lot of great volunteer work in the past. She's worked as a food bank volunteer, a mentor to pre-medical students. She also volunteered in the Vetrival Foundation to promote youth awareness and to help support translation of Khan Academy videos into Tamil to help underprivileged students in India to learn for free. Especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, she's done a lot of great work helping to organize some fundraisers to support both domestic and international medical workers and underserved families, as well as academic, non-academic support to students during a lockdown. She's a founder for SEVA. For those of you who don't know what SEVA is, it's screening, examination, vitals, assessment. And so also the co-founder of SEVA in her school as well. And so SEVA also means selfless service in Sanskrit. So I thought that was a fun fact. To quote Kavitha, I believe that passion should translate into action and action to service. And I think that speaks volumes into just what she believes in. And her hobbies include oil and acrylic painting, tennis, traveling, and watching foreign films. Welcome, Kavitha Arulmozhi.
And next on our list is Mariah Barajas-McGahan from University of California, Davis School of Medicine. Maria is joining Valley Children's from her hometown of Reedley, California. She is the recipient of numerous scholarships, including UC Scholarship Award, J&E Heinrich Memorial Scholarship, AJ Lartigo, apologize if I mispronounced that, Scholarship Award for Scholarship for Disadvantaged Students, and was also a UC Regents Scholar recipient. To quote one of her evaluators, Maria was a very strong student who demonstrated great professionalism, focused on patient-centered care, and advocated on behalf of her patients. She was an integral member of the treatment team. The Vice Chair of Education for the Department of Pediatrics noted that Maria has shown great resilience during medical school. Despite being faced with challenging family circumstances, she graduated with honors in her primary care, continuity clerkship, pediatric intensive care acting internship, and pediatric rehabilitation medicine clerkship. She enjoys baking, trying new foods, traveling, hiking, camping, and spending time with her family. Welcome, Dr. Maria Barajas-McGahan.
Next, we have Dr. Bhavisha Devi Reddy. She likes to go by Bhavi. She's from Toro University College of Osteopathic Medicine in California, and her hometown is actually Cupertino, California. Couple of fun facts: she speaks French and Telugu. And so just something I wanted to quote from her letter of recommendation that I thought was really interesting to share. Bhavi is an exceptionally thoughtful and caring with parents and their families. She's very respectful of their individual needs and makes sure that they're always comfortable. She takes every opportunity to support her colleagues and help them shine. An exceptional team player. I think a fun fact I want to share for her, she's a self-proclaimed Potterhead, like Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter too. Sorry, fun fact for myself too. But anyways, she also likes true crime podcasts, reading autobiographies, baking, gardening, and developing healthy recipes. And she's actually compiling a cookbook for individuals of different ethnic backgrounds, which focuses on managing diabetes. So welcome, Dr. Bhavi Devareddy.
All right, Adriana Etcheverry from Kansas City University of Medicine and Biosciences College of Osteopathic Medicine. Adriana joins us from her hometown of San Fernando Valley, California. Adriana was actually a childhood actor. Her experiences including playing a character on the Lifetime TV show called Strong Medicine. Her experiences really helped shape her ability to put herself in someone else's shoes and experience what they are going through. To quote her letter writers, she shows wonderful interpersonal skills and genuine interest in interdisciplinary collaboration. Adriana is a medical student who has a great attitude, consistency, and has shown numerous times how well she works in teams. She's well liked by residents who oversaw her, nursing and other clinical staff, and most importantly, well regarded by patients and families. Her hobbies include paper crafting, paddleboarding, beach and lake activities, and musical theater. Welcome, Dr. Adriana Etcheverry.
I'd like to welcome Dr. Christopher Galley from Loma University School of Medicine, and he's joining us from his hometown of Rialto, California. There's a couple of great things. He's always been dedicated to community service throughout medical school, and during the past 2 years, he worked to revitalize and institute medical student involvement in the Cornerstone Community Free Clinic. He serves as a counselor for minority health high school students interested in career and healthcare. He served as a vice president of preventive and lifestyle medicine interest group and served as a medical volunteer at Madagascar. His letter writers had nothing but great things to say about him. I want to share a little bit about that. He's intelligent yet humble and willing to be taught. Chris exhibited outstanding interpersonal skills and always treated team members and hospital staff with respect. He communicated very well and was able to build great rapport with his patients and their families. In fact, they preferred to communicate with him over anyone else on the team. Some of his hobbies, he enjoys cooking and baking, hiking and skiing. He actually skis at a black diamond level, which is the steepest and the hardest out there. So I just wanted to share, and I think he'll be excited to have some skiing around that area. So welcome, Dr. Christopher Galley.
Nicholas Garza from the University of California, Davis School of Medicine. Nicholas joins us from his hometown of Fresno, California. So throughout several years in medical school, Nicholas, and I believe maybe he prefers to be called Nick in some of his correspondence, served as co-director of the Willow Student Run Clinic based out of downtown Sacramento's Salvation Army, which provides free healthcare to the homeless population. According to Nick's letter writers, he consistently demonstrated a high level of accountability to patient care and personal learning needs. He was remarkably accountable, well-organized, efficient, and motivated to do his very best. He functioned with uncommon maturity and wisdom and was a great addition to the medical team and worked very well with nurses, case managers, and other staff. His interests include writing and illustrating children's books, which we have lots of George books here, weightlifting, cooking, guitar, and being the father to an amazing 3-year-old Jacob. And so Nico, welcome Dr. Nicholas Garza.
So Dr. Jessica Harrison is from the Arizona College of Osteopathic Medicine of Midwestern University, and she's joining us from her hometown of Studio City, California. She earned her bachelor degree at UCSB in Biologic Sciences and went on to earn a master's degree in Global Medicine from the University of Southern California. So her attendings have some great things to say about her. Something I wanted to share, she had a spark in her eye when she excitedly spoke about her passion of the pediatric field. And to quote Jessica, I love this quote, children are resilient and hopeful, but also require advocacy, guidance, and access to the tools they need to succeed. Pediatricians have a privileged opportunity to educate, support, and help children in all stages of growing up. Jessica impressed our team with both her excellent interpersonal skills and consistent hard work. She demonstrated an advanced ability to communicate well, not only with patients and families, but also subspecialists and ancillary staff. Some of her hobbies, she loves traveling, and she's been to 21 different countries. She likes hiking, cooking, and baking, especially challah and babka. Sorry, I meant to say welcome, Jessie. She likes to be called Jessie, so welcome, Jessie Harrison, to our program.
All right, I'd like to welcome Danielle Jones from the University of Nevada's Las Vegas School of Medicine. Danielle joins us from her hometown of Reno, Nevada. Much like our recent fearless pioneers at Valley Children's who graduated this past June, Jessica was a member of the charter class of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas School of Medicine. She was a founding member of the Epsilon Nu chapter of Phi Delta Epsilon, a medical fraternity that strongly condemns all acts of racism, injustice, and brutality, standing in solidarity with Black and African American members and those affected by inequality and discrimination of all types. What did her letter writers have to say about her? Well, in addition to her considerable intellect, she's described as friendly and engaging individual who is inclusive and respects the experiences and knowledge of others. And she is of the highest ethical and moral standards. Jessica enjoys hiking, weightlifting, bowling, and watching hockey. So welcome, Dr. Danielle Jones.
I'd like to introduce Dr. Marcie Nakatsuchi from the University of California, Davis School of Medicine. And she's joining us from her hometown of Visalia, California. She has a long history of volunteerism, beginning with the Visalia Unified School District, the Visalia Public Library. During medical school, she serves as co-president of the UC Davis Pediatric Student Interest Group, president of the Clinical Case Student Interest Group. She was an officer for the student-run free clinic and has even volunteered as a theater technician, directing light and sound for medical school theatrical productions. To quote some of her letter writers, she is smart, personable, and committed to her patients and community. I anticipate she will be a passionate pediatrician, a strong patient advocate, and leader in her community. I still recall Marcie showing great empathy and understanding for a patient faced with a new diagnosis of leukemia. She helped to navigate the difficult dynamics between mother, father, and the patient care team with great skill. Some of her hobbies include camping, hiking, handcrafting unique cakes, and pet portraits for her families and friends. So welcome, Dr. Marcie Nakatsuchi.
Shefali Patel joins us from the University of Nevada, Reno School of Medicine. And her hometown is Cleveland, Ohio. So you get to leave this cold snow, but you've been in Nevada. So Shefali is the recipient of numerous scholarships, including the Clark County Medical Society Scholarship, the Wilson, Jerry, and Betty Medical Scholarship, and the Dorothy Ellen Drew Medical Scholarship. She clearly demonstrates a passion for volunteerism, serving as an advanced clinical skills teacher, working with Special Olympics athletes, participating in shoe drives, food distributions, and clothing distributions for the underserved. She served as a mentor for high school students interested in healthcare careers and has participated in the student-run outreach clinic. She's described as having impressive clinical skills and a, quote, genuine heart to help people of all demographics in advocating for children. To quote Shefali, something about the spirit and resilience of children makes me hopeful as a person and inspires the same within myself. She enjoys skateboarding, swimming, photography, traveling, and has a 20 years of experience in classical contemporary Indian dance. Looking forward to learning. Welcome, Dr. Shefali Patel.
So Dr. Paola Rodriguez is joining us from the University of Puerto Rico School of Medicine, and her hometown is Bayamon, Puerto Rico. I want to share one of her highlights of her medical school career, which I thought was very interesting. She volunteered for an organization called Golitos, which is based in Puerto Rico and is dedicated to physical, social, and emotional development of children with autism through soccer. She's described as someone who's responsible, hardworking, and dedicated to her patient, and she has shown empathy and humanism throughout medical school. Her decision to enter pediatrics came in late in medical school, but was fueled by the sense of belonging that is pediatrics, as well as the enthusiasm, dedication, and motivation demonstrated by those healthcare workers around her who serve children. Her hobbies include baking, drawing, running, and watching movies, particularly comedies. Welcome, Dr. Paola Rodriguez.
And then to round up our class of 2024 is Linnea Tuckfield from the Lewis Katz School of Medicine at Temple University, whose hometown is San Jose, California. Linnea has a strong interest in wellness, having co-created an anonymous system in her medical school by which students could submit mental health concerns and help streamline a rapid response system for students who were in potential crisis. She additionally completed training and certification in QPR, which is question, persuade, and refer, and also mental health first aid. According to her supporters in her medical school, she combines intelligence, passion for learning, dedication to patient care, and empathy. She demonstrated excellent clinical skills, a strong fund of knowledge, curiosity, and most importantly, a sincere and genuine interest in the welfare and care of patients on our team. Her hobbies include Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, and women's self-defense. Welcome, Dr. Linnea Tuckfield. And I believe we are going to move on to announce the pharmacy resident. So we'll pass it over to Winnie.
Good afternoon. My name is Melissa Chase, and I'm the director of the pharmacy. And it's my honor and privilege to be here today to jointly celebrate and announce our pharmacy and pediatric residency program match results. Shortly, we're going to hear from Dr. Winnie Lopez, and she's going to announce our 22nd class of our PGY1 pharmacy residents and our PGY2 pharmacy fellow. We couldn't have accomplished this without a lot of support, and we are greatly appreciative to everyone who helped with recruitment, reviewing applications, and interviewing our candidates. A very heartfelt appreciation to our dedicated preceptors, our medical staff, our nurses, and everyone who helped with our pharmacy residents to help them learn and develop into strong pediatric pharmacists. Dr. Winnie Lopez.
Hello, so excited to see everyone here. Okay, so let's just move on to our, these are also in alphabetical order. So first I'd like to introduce Felicia Gary, and she is a graduate of Puerto University at Pharmacy School in California. Her hometown is in Citrus Heights, which I learned was a little, very close to Sacramento, north of here. We've had Felicia here for clinical rotations for 2 rotations, and we saw firsthand too from her how a dedicated worker she was. And she really saw how closely the pharmacists, physicians, nursing, all of our healthcare team, worked to take care of our pediatric patients. She is described by some of our preceptors as being extremely resourceful, passionate, able to see the big picture, which is really critical in treating our patients. One of the things I wanted to mention is that She was here for 2 rotations, and we really enjoyed working with her, and she really enjoyed working here as well. When she was coming to the close of her rotations, she had mentioned to her daughter that, you know, she was finishing at Valley Children's, and her daughter said to her, but why? You know, why would you ever want to work anywhere else? And so, you know, she, you know, really realized what a great place, you know, and we loved her here too. So we're really happy to have her join our team. So thank you very much for joining us today, Felicia. Next we have, let's see, do I move on the screen? Yes, thank you. Next we have Christina Liao. She is a graduate from University of California, San Francisco School of Pharmacy, and her hometown is in San Francisco. So Christina is very excited about coming here to pursue a career in pediatric pharmacy and concentrating her efforts to improve the health of children. She is a leader and you know, advocacy in our pediatric patients and volunteers a lot. What I thought was interesting was her volunteering in the UCSF flu crew, providing vaccines in the community in San Francisco. She also was on the science squad, which was very cute. They did science lessons for elementary schools and taught kids about germs. And then also participated in Medicare Part D programs, which is a community pharmacy program that helps review medication lists and benefit plans for the underserved in the San Francisco area. As far as the faculty, they describe Christina as having a very strong work ethic and very detail oriented. She has research work that's been nationally presented and has several leadership positions also in the past. And then her hobbies are enjoying baking and singing. So next we have Ariana. Ariana is graduating from University of Southern California School of Pharmacy. We are happy to have her here too. She is from Clovis, very nearby. One of the things I thought was really unique was that Ariana was involved in organizing and directing a Healing Hearts Across Borders program. She did this for several years and went to 3 or 4 different outreach programs in Tijuana, Mexico, and served the underserved communities there and helped to you know, operate a pharmacy and providing medications to those patients. And so I thought that was very cool. So she's looking forward to continuing her training to serve the patients of the Central Valley. Her faculty describe her as always being positive in attitude and demeanor, and even during stressful times, always looking for ways to help others. She enjoys hiking, winter sports such as skiing, and is an avid Animal Crossing player. I just learned about Animal Crossing this last winter from my kids, and so they are big Animal Crossing players too. So welcome, Mariana, very happy to have you. So then our next matched resident is William Ng. William is coming also from Touro University School of Pharmacy in California, and his hometown is in San Francisco. His career goal is to practice pediatrics and eventually focus on pediatric infectious diseases. He has held several pharmacy student leadership positions, and what I thought was really interesting was this Grace Baptist Church outreach program that he organized and helped run. It was a monthly program that provided blood pressure and glucose screenings and medication therapy management, and gave out over 100 OTC medication bags each month to the population in downtown San Jose. So I thought it was a great program. He is described by faculty as being diligent, hardworking, and a very enthusiastic learner. William enjoys playing tennis and video games and reading as well. So welcome, William. And lastly, so Drew Dieckmann is one of our current PGY1 pharmacy residents, and we are super excited to have him stay on with us as our PGY2 pharmacy fellow, and he'll be focusing his second year in our critical care, PICU, and NICU areas. Drew is originally from DeWitt, Iowa, and he went to the St. Louis College of Pharmacy. So Drew's career goals include becoming a pediatric critical care pharmacist with an emphasis in the PICU patients. He has a specific interest in the cardiovascular and neurocritical care subspecialties and is really looking forward to this upcoming year. We are very excited to have him stay on as well. Let's see, Drew is rapidly adaptable, but a lot of our preceptors and pharmacists have said. He quickly blended into our very fast-paced PICU environment and was sought out by team members as a pharmacy resource. He shows us a very strong desire to learn as much as possible and to improve the care of our critically ill patients. So some fun facts, Drew hopes to visit Disneyland. He hasn't been there yet. It's been like closed. So Disneyland and Yosemite are on his list for this year. And then he also enjoys playing basketball, indoor rock climbing, and hiking with his two-year-old border collie. So thank you very much for joining us too, Drew, and we are excited to have you stay on. So I think that rounds up our pharmacy residents. Do I pass it on to someone?
Thank you, Winnie. I'll take it from here. Thank you, Winnie. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, staff, faculty, interprofessionals, and co-residents that helped us recruit such a wonderful class of residents. And they've taken the time today to join us for this Match Day celebration. So everyone have a wonderful day. For the interns, we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone.